guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today, I want to share some personal insight. Sorry, it took me a while to discover the words. I want to share some personal insight with you guys. Not just for you, I guess, as a reminder for myself in the future, in case I forgot, which we all do, right? Sometime this week, I watched a movie called The Upside. If any of you are interested, don't know what movie to pick, this would be a good one. It's called The Upside. It's by Kevin Hart. And the story is basically about a guy, the multi-million person, parallel from the neck down. And then Kevin Hart have to be the helper, come from a very, whatever you consider the lowest bottom of the society and things like that. And then try to help him be his arm and leg and then eventually develop the relationship, right? It's a great movie. I really highly recommend any of you, if you're interested, to pick a movie to watch. It's a good one. It make you think, like, what kind of privileged life that we live, as simple as little thing, like what we think eating breakfast, go to the washroom, or having a cup of coffee is such a simple thing. But to the people who have incapable or things like that, it is a privilege to them. Of course, many of you will say, like, this doesn't happen to us. We don't have people around us like that. The reality is everywhere around the world. There are a lot of people who admire and like the privilege that we take it for granted, and then they just wish the moment of day they can have that. As you can see where it leads to. Sorry, I didn't expect me to be emotional, but I guess I am. As much as we believe we don't have people like that around us, the reality is we do. I do. Or my husband does. He have a friend who is very active, and then when, from childhood, who is very active, who is very outgoing, know a lot of people, very talkative, or, whatever. So by the time I moved to Vancouver, he's already on the wheelchair. And he's very much like the guy on the movie. I really don't know what got to me, so you guys have to bear with me. I'm gonna try to do this one in one go. So I don't really, honest with you, I don't really know about this guy much, but ever since I know him, he's always on the wheelchair, and that's been 20 plus years. The reason why he's on the wheelchair is because he went diving and then, somehow really damaged his spine. So he's been on the wheelchair ever since I met him. And he's always, every time I talk to him, the reason I don't really engage a conversation with him, every time I talk to him, he's always seems dreaming, or I guess he's always on medication, and he's always kind of slow, so he talk, there's always gap in between or something like that. So, besides I don't really know him, right? And then the strong marijuana smells always got to me before I'm able to engage any conversation with him. So I guess I always know my husband had friends like this, and I see him occasionally if we happen to come visit and things like that, but I never got to see him. Anyway, something happened this week. Like he was sent to ICU, and then, because some emergency or something like that. And I say normal circumstances, it would be like a news go by passing. I probably, oh, that's too bad, and things like that. But because my husband, my husband don't usually ask things from me, but in rare occasion, he will ask me to use my ability to channel this guy. And then I know this guy for 20 plus years. I never see him that free. And I never know, honestly, I never knew what he's going through. I guess I know, but I don't know. But then when you're talking to the ghosts, one thing is difficult is ghosts, unlike human, got nothing to hide. Ghosts, unlike human, got nothing to hide. You feel very raw feeling that they feel, including hate, happiness, or things like that. I never know this guy so alive ever since I know him, and I never know he talks so much, But what got to me is how things that we take it for granted. Like this couple of days when I just translate. Like I do so for many of my clients. But I guess what really got to me is I'm living a lie, believing I'm trying not to make myself feel privileged, or I'm trying to make my kids not to feel privileged in life. Sure, they got more things than other people. Meanwhile, as a parent, you try to teach your kids to be grateful or to be, appreciate what they have. I mean, we can only try the best, not like kids will actually listen to us, right? But while communicating with these friends who come across like totally different person that I know of him, he's just, the only way I can describe is free. I never see him so free like that. But then he mentioned a lot of things that really get me thinking. Is as simple as going to the washroom is a privilege to him. As simple as you want to get up and have a cup of coffee is a privilege for him. As simple as you want to get up, brush your teeth, or, even mess up with your hair or things like that. It's a privilege for him. I mean, I knew, but I never knew how every little things that we have is a privilege for him. Then, see, I didn't expect myself to be like this because, it's really not, I really don't know him that well, not as deep as my husband does. And then I was still joking about the difference to me and from them is when people die, I still see them. I still see them. Now people die, I see more of them than I would when they were alive, right? But then when I was talking to him, I realized in the past 20 years when he's on the wheelchair, he really learned to be grateful for little things, the things that we take it for granted, the things that we think, sure, everybody's like this, what's the problem? Yeah, why can't you do the simple things? You know what I mean? Like my husband was saying, why does he always take life or death for us to come back to look at what's important in our life? Like, why does he always take death for us to revalue what is important in our life? I mean, sometimes I think is that why like we get so many tragedy happen around us. Is that why we continue seeing all the bad news, because all those angels sign up for themselves to be a reminder for us. Like only when our loved one suffer through, I don't know, health, disease or things like that, we start to come back and focusing on, oh my God, I wish I can, love them more, be with them more, hang out with them more. Like through my consultation, I had a lot of customers do that, right? I wish I'd be nicer to them when they're alive. I wish I can be better. I wish I can spend more time with them. I wish I'm not nagging them at them all the time. I wish I'm so and so. What I'm saying is, yes, in normal circumstances, we tend to forget. Life is so busy, everything's so hectic, then we tend to forget what's really important for us. And then once a while things happen, we got to come back and say, does it really matter like what kind of report card they have? Does it really matter what they do? I mean, at the end of the day, we hear over and over, like a lot of people before they die, they think about, oh, I really want to tell someone I love them. Like, when I was translating to this friend, all he want to do is, he want to tell everybody how much he loves them. He want to tell everybody how grateful he is to have everybody in his life. I just learned yesterday he even got a domain name called grateful.com. I guess he truly gets it. But what really gets to me is how me sitting here preaching on how people should love yourself, how to love other people, I tend to forget too. I tend to forget the very basic things. I tend to forget how I'm still healthy here. I'm still alive. I still have so many things that I can do. How I have the privilege, and you all too, we have ability to hug someone. We have ability to tell someone that we love them. We have ability to show to the person that we care that how much grateful we are to them. I mean, honest with you, I don't even know where this episode is going, but I guess what I'm sharing with you is as hard as you think life is to you, look at the people around us, or look at those people. Then come back to yourself. When you're complaining life is hard, be grateful of we have a lot of privilege. As simple as brushing your teeth, as simple as having a cup of coffee, as simple as walk to your bed and sleep when you are tired. Those are the privilege to many people out there who try to keep us reminded that what's really important in life. When we are upset, yelling at other people, hurting those one that we love, pushing them away, disrespect them, remember there are people in the world wish they can have ability to just go hug someone like they love and care. So anyway, totally not what I expected. So to sum it up, when the life is taking over, when we stuck ourselves in the busy mess, when we feel very low of ourselves, when we couldn't pull ourselves up, look at the privilege we have. I mean, look at the simple things that we have. Appreciate what we have. If you are tired of putting yourself down, or you're tired of complaining about the world, I think change your pace, come back and start appreciating. We are owning, we having a lot of privilege that we take it for granted. And maybe one day we will stop letting death become a reminder of us to see what's really important in our life. I mean, we would stop losing a friend for us to come back and see how privileged we are. So anyway, yeah, totally not expecting this, but just believe we live in a good world so we can create a better one. Guess that's what I want to share. So again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye.